Hello. So I'm here at my farmer's market in my town to look for some lion's mane mushroom, which all the videos and things I've heard and seen is supposed to really resemble steak. And I don't eat beef, so I want to see how this turns out. I've been looking all over and I'm thinking, okay, I can only get it by ordering it online, and then some people were growing it on their own, which that'll be a good thing. If I like it, I can grow it at home, so that'll be good. So anyway, I come to find out at my farmer's market, there's a farm that I think it's called Zales Farm, but there's a farm here that grows all kinds of mushrooms. So I'm here to see if I can get some lion's mane and make me some steak and potatoes tonight. So let me see.
Good. Like that.
See you tomorrow. Okay, see you
It's dinner for a church people.
There's the lion's mane.
Oh, you oh! I told you.
They're all out.
Wow! You really give it to me, all right?
Are you driving over to Columbus Okay. My eyes are a little good.
Hi.
Well, hi there,
No lion's mane left?
sweetheart. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I'm just sending a message to my son. I know they were short of mushrooms when they brought what we have. We're almost out. I do have that basket, and there's some lion's mane in it.
I see.
And it's a really nice basket. There's a lot of mushrooms there for it. And if you don't need the basket, but it's the same as, well, it's more than 3, the medleys that we usually have on the top shelf.
Yeah.
There's more mushrooms than this. It's like 3
Oh. So, besides the lion's mane, what else is in there? Okay.
So, take a sniff of this one. How does it smell to you? Different people get a different
A
smell.
little lemony to me.
Okay. So, kind of a floral thing, maybe. So, but anyway, it's called a golden oyster mushroom. This is a blue oyster. This is called abalone. They're very similar. This one's a little creamier than that.
Oh.
This one is called shiitake. That's those ones that are in the middle there. And then these guys, vegan people use them for meat because the stem has a little bit of stringy texture to it. Not a lot, but enough that they can, they make like pulled pork or jerk chicken recipes with it for fun. So it's called Pio Pino is the name of it. Do you saute mushrooms?
No. The thing is,
Okay.
I was, investigating trying to become vegan, but one of the main things I saw was the lion's mane.
Okay.
Which they said it tastes like steak. So I wanted to try it and
It's
see if
actually
it.
a little bit seafood-like,
Oh,
but
okay.
it takes when it's fresh, it's very, very subtle,
Oh,
tiny flavor, and it's so tiny that if you took this home and you fried a little bit, just in plain olive oil, nothing, no other flavors, and you taste it, you say, yeah, I can taste it. Maybe it's like lobster or scallops. But maybe it's because he told me. I mean, it's so faint, you don't
okay.
believe your taste buds.
Yeah.
Now, I had that happen, and then no one had told my wife. So I took it to her, and I said, what does this taste like? Well, what's it supposed to? Just tell me what you think. It took her a long time. She said, well, it's not fish, but maybe it's something from the sea.
Oh.
So it's so tiny.
Now, see,
Now-
that's what they said. The lobster
Mushroom.
tail mushroom
Yeah.
tastes like seafood. Chicken of the forest.
Oh, chicken of the woods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it tastes like chicken. And
Yeah.
then they said that the lion's mane
Well-
tastes like steak.
I had a chunk of this, about this much, in a bag in the back of the fridge, and I forgot it there because we were growing the mushrooms, so I just put extra back there. And so 5-6 weeks later, I go, oh my gosh, that lion's mane's back there. I open the bag, it's all brown, but I pull it out, it's fine. Smells fine, it's not molding,
Yeah.
it's because it's slowly dehydrating. So it's
Oh, okay.
concentrating that tiny flavor. It's still spongy. So I cut it up, I put it in the omelet. Normally, there's no flavor in the omelet from the mushroom because it's so weak. I mean, the
Okay.
onions is stronger and the eggs are stronger
Yeah,
normally, right? But this 6-week-old mushroom in there, we take the first bite, both of us were gone back in time 40 years to a meal we ate in a restaurant called Hangtown Fry. It's made
Really?
with oysters and scrambled eggs.
Oh.
And it was delicious. And this was absolute. But it takes 6 weeks. So if you wanted that,
Oh,
you
you
put
would.
it in the fridge in the brown paper bag, and you might do not eat till New Year's or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
that 6 weeks is from that.
Yeah.
And then you could get that flavor. I think it'd make great fish tacos, for example.
Oh, okay.
Or the omelet, of course, and all of that. These are really nice if you just saute. So I did these. I did both of these this morning. I think. Just a second. I'm gonna.
Ooh, God bless you. Oh yeah, I see chicken of the woods. So okay.
So I'm trying to think how they smelled when I was cooking them. They.
So all of them you could basically just eat alone if you saute
You
them?
could eat them alone, or you could do them all together.
Oh.
They taste. Just shred them up.
Uh-huh.
Other than this one, no, my hand's still
Yeah.
wet from the alcohol, so I won't touch it yet. But this one I cut with scissors. All the rest, I just grab the mushroom and tear it into strips. The reason is, again, something I learned with my wife. One morning, before that time, I just cut the mushrooms, put them in the omelet. That morning, knife is dirty, sink is full of dirty dishes. I've had no coffee. I'm not in the mood to wash dishes and make breakfast. So I tear the mushrooms up, I put them in the omelet. She says, what did you do to the omelet? I go, what do you mean, what did I do to the omelet?
delicious.
Am I in trouble? She says, no, the mushrooms taste amazing. So my theory is, I'm dry now. When you look inside the mushroom, you see there are all these stringy things, right?
Yeah.
I think those stringy things are hollow and full of the flavor that we like to eat.
Oh, okay.
If you cut across it, of course the juice leaks out when you're cooking it. By shredding it, it doesn't leak out until you chew it.
Oh,
So you
okay.
get it in your mouth. So it's part of the good flavor. So since then, I don't cut mushrooms, except this one. It just does not, see, I can tear this,
Oh,
so easy, and you can do, quarters and eighths or whatever.
yeah.
But this one, it doesn't tear. So I use
That's
scissors.
the one that you said like meaty.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I use scissors and cut it in chunks. And scissors, a knife is cut open.
Yeah.
The scissors kind of crimp. So I'm thinking that the scissors might
Oh, okay.
hold the flavor in better because they taste good.
Okay, so could you do me a favor?
Okay.
I'm gonna buy that without the basket.
Yes. Okay.
But can you write down what each one is?
Yeah.
Because I'm new to this, so.
These look awesome. Fall in love with it. Okay, I have a. Do you have your phone? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, come take a picture. This
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so you
And I'm gonna also take one of these.
look at the picture and you'll be able to identify.
Yeah, okay.
So, but you have. I don't think the golden oyster is in the picture,
Okay.
but it's easy to tell which one that is. Of course, you have the lion's mane. You have the Pio Pino. Now I can't spell it. Okay. You have the blue oyster. That's this one, the big ones, the
Oh,
shiny ones.
okay.
And you have the abalone. That's the one with the little frilly edge.
Oh,
It doesn't taste like abalone, but because of the frilly edge, that's the way the edge of an abalone, a live abalone seafood would look. And then this one is the shiitake.
Okay.
So, but you should have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah.
And you can cook them together, or you can cook them one at a time and taste. You know,
Yeah.
the differences are not great, but they do. I really like this one for cooking,
Oh,
and it has both it and the oyster. If you're just cooking them, they have a really nice aroma.
okay.
The shiitake has a different aroma when you cook it. I don't have a feeling for the aroma of that, and this one is different. You could tell because of the smell.
Oh, okay.
Because some of that carries on through. So, it'll be very tasty.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make a few different recipes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some more of
So-
the meaty ones. What's the name of it again?
This one?
Yeah,
Those are the Pio Pino.
Pio Pino. That's
Yeah.
what
So
that-
you could do your jerk chicken if you have a pulled pork or a jerk chicken recipe.
Oh.
You save them and cook them separate.
Oh, okay.
If you look up Pio Pino and in your vegan recipe collections on the web,
Yeah.
you'll find it there.
Oh, okay.
And one of the things that the lion's mane was famous for before it became a vegan and a health food is crab cakes.
Oh.
You see, it looks just like crab meat, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
So, chef comes in the door here one Friday night and says, "I heard about this lion's mane mushroom." I said, "Yeah, we have some." He said, "For crab cakes." I said, "I've heard that." I said, "I've never made them. I've never tried it
Yeah.
because I don't deep fat fry.
Okay,
the
yeah.
crab cakes are kind of
Yeah.
cooked in a lot of oil." And he said, "Well, give me a pound." I said, "Okay, that's pretty neat, a pound," because that was that was before we lowered the price, so it was like $18. So I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And next morning he's back, and I said, "So how did it turn out?" He says, "Oh, it was the best crab cakes I ever made." And I was going, "Wow!" And I said, "So how much?" I'm thinking he mixed crab and the mushroom. He said, "How much crab? How much mushroom?" "Oh, no crab," he says.
Oh.
So his crab cakes had no crab in it.
Oh, he just substituted it.
Yeah.
For, with the mushroom.
And he said it was the best one he ever made. So go figure.
Wow.
All right, come on, Charlie.
Well, I'm sure I'll be back.
You? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see the blue oyster. That looks pretty.
Well, let's try basket. Let's see what it might do. She's got it in the computer. No. Let's try it. You can make up for it.
So this is your artwork, huh?
Yes.
Nice.
So your last name, is it just Eddie?
Edie.
Edie.
Yep.
I guessed it wrong. Okay.
It's close. A lot of people call it, say Eddie.
So Nicole, do you need a receipt?
No, that's fine. They text it to me, so.
Anyway, enjoy.
Thank you so much.
I'll give you the sermon on the bag.
Okay.
Okay? You know those mushrooms you buy in the grocery store on the little cardboard plate and the plastic?
Yes.
That's what kills mushrooms. The plastic and the moisture.
I was going to go and put it in plastic.
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
glad
no,
you
no,
told
no,
me.
no, paper bag in the
Okay.
back of your refrigerator. They will slowly begin dehydrating and drying out.
Oh.
So if you don't eat them tomorrow, they're still good the day after. If you don't eat them this week, they're still good next week.
Oh.
Next month, they're still good. They're starting to dry out a little bit, but they're still good.
Okay.
Maybe
Just
maybe
hydrate
pour
them.
a little water on right on in the pan when I'm frying.
Okay.
2 months from now, it's a bag of rocks.
Oh.
Those are called dried mushrooms. You put them in a pan, you pour in boiling water. 20 to 30 minutes later, you fish out the mushrooms, and they're ready to cook, the way you were going to, and save that liquid. That's mushroom broth. That usually costs you $2 or more at the grocery store for mushroom broth.
Thank you so
My
much.
sermon on the bag.
Thank you so much for all your information. It was so informative.
I ruined so many mushrooms in my
Yeah.
life before we learned about the bag.
So you grow them just on your
Our son is
farm.
growing them. Our son and daughter
Oh.
up in Hillsboro. You know those big shipping containers?
Yeah.
They have 4 20-footers.
Oh.
They're all climate controlled. They got special moisture generators. They've got meters to measure because you've got it all shut up.
Yeah.
They make carbon dioxide because they're like us. They breathe oxygen in, they breathe out. carbon
Yeah.
dioxide.
Yeah.
Well, when you've got 300 or 400 bags of mushrooms growing, you run out of oxygen,
Yeah.
and it goes down. And or actually the CO2, when it gets up to like 800 to 1,000 parts per million, you've got a meter. Turns on, blows all the air out, brings in all fresh air.
Oh.
And because they quit growing after 1,000 parts per million. You and I can breathe 3,000 and say, oh, it's kind of stuffy in here.
Yeah.
But mushrooms,
Yeah,
they
just
say,
stop.
"No, forget it.
Oh.
Picky."
Oh, get out.
So anyway,
Well, I'm gonna have fun. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Appreciate it, and I'll be back. My name is Nicole.
Nicole, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a brochure.
Yeah, I have one. I grabbed one. Yep.
My wife and I have been told we should take January off, so we'll be here till Christmas,
Okay.
and then we won't be until February.
Oh, okay.
But our son will. I'll have a sign here that explains. But you can use the phone number or the address on the brochure.
Okay.
You could place an order, and somehow he'll get the order here for you to pick up.
Oh,
One of the
okay.
other vendors, Judy, has said she'd be willing.
Oh, that's
if he
so
wants
good.
help. So you'll see a sign, and it'll say, if you have an order that's been delivered,
Where to get it?
contact Judy or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna try to make sure I get back here before January.
Yeah, well, before Christmas.
Yep. Thank you so much. Appreciate
We
it.
would eat those in 2 days. So.
Yeah, I bet I will. Thank you. jalapeno, blue oyster, abalone, and shiitake.